From the Empire State to the Golden Gates, this is Quad Radio USA. Now, with all the dirt from the world of ATV motocross and GNCC racing, here's Mr. 10 Seconds, Rodney Tomlin.
Welcome back to Quad Radio, and we welcome back Mr. Adam McGill to Quad Radio today. And Adam, as we get set to roll into the Mammoth GNCC, we welcome you out, man. And I just found out something rather interesting about you. You name your ATVs. You've got one here you call Sparkles and one you call Demon. It's almost, actually, I got a couple of coon dogs back home named exactly the same thing. Now, what's Sparkles? What's the name of Sparkles there?
Sparkles is actually my show quad. It's got all the bling bling. It's got all the shinies and knickknacks and stuff. It's the one I take around. I have it at the dealer shows. I've had it at the schools for careers days. You know, I take to, like it was up at Tire Balls this morning. Just something for everybody to look at. It's pretty much got everything the sponsors offer and a lot of stuff that you really don't ever see on an ATV. So that's more or less what it's worth. I wanted to showcase the product of the sponsors that support me.
But if you were to go out and jump on this thing and race it, would it be raceable?
Yeah, you can race it just like it is. I mean, it's got all the same components. It's got all the same suspension and everything. It's just, like I said, it's just got more bling. Like, it's got more polished stuff, more chrome, more anodizing. It's just more things like that. More just for looks. It does have a built motor on it, Built Moto Experts motor. It does have the active shocks, a Lone Star A-arms on it, and swing arm. So it's definitely a full-blown race quad, just, got more shine on it.
There you go. Now, speaking of Demon, I guess he's the one that's a little bit tarnished as far as the look goes, but he knows how to rip, I guess, huh?
Oh, yeah, Demon's pretty fast. He's by far a monster to hang on to. We was out at Moto Experts last week and doing some dyno tuning, and the only thing I can say is wow. I mean, it put down some serious numbers for a woods quad, and I know with Toby, and then we had Dragon Fuels on board now, and getting some fuels in it, getting some good fuels that they make in there, and dude, I'm telling you, this thing's it's a monster. It put down some numbers that are equivalent to some motocross quads.
Wow, that's pretty impressive stuff there, and it's obviously working well on the trail as also. You've had a pretty remarkable year. You've had some downs, but for the most part, it's been an up season for you, it looks like.
Yeah, so far it's been good. We've had one DNF, which I guess technically wasn't a DNF. I made a lap, but other than that, I mean, the bike's holding up well. We've been working on the starting, and it's coming together. The bike's getting better. It's not that it was so much bad to begin with. It was just I forgot what it was like, and to do all this stuff on my own, and it's different. It'll definitely makes you appreciate what the factory guys do for you and what they go through, and to do this on our own is almost I don't want to say like a nightmare, but it's a lot of work, and my dad puts in these long hours, and I'm right there with him, but he pretty much told me the only thing I could touch is the two hand grips and the foot pegs, and that's it. He said everything else, he says, you leave it to me.
There you go, man. You can't beat that, and that's a good way to have it, because he wants you to focus on coming out here and winning. And speaking of which, man, I mean, you've been hitting the podium a lot, and the racing has definitely been as good as it's ever been in GNCC this year, if not better, actually.
Yeah, it's been very well. I got the, like I said, the Precision Moto Experts, Lone Star, ITP, Axis Shocks, Honda, working really well. And, it really brings together a bunch of people to make a program like this work. It's not necessarily a factory effort. It's a family effort. It's a factory family, so I like to say. And it's definitely working. And if we can make this go, I just soon do this the rest of my ATV career. It's nice because I've gotten more of instead of a business relationship with sponsors, it's more of a friendship and a trust. Not every sponsor this year has made me sign contracts and made me do this. It's a lot of verbal, and for me that shows that they trust me. And when people trust me like that, it shows that that they believe in me, and that's what counts. Is when people believe in you, you do well.
For sure, and you have been doing well. Let's talk about South Carolina, man. I mean, obviously that was the driest race we've had, probably the dustiest race we've had this season, and it had a lot of different elements in it, but you were right there in the end.
For sure. We've been working on real close with Axis and Lone Star. Lone Star actually built me a new set of A-arms and changed some things up a bit. We've got some new spindles on. They're pro spindles. They are really, really, really good, and that I credit a lot of that to them. And Axis, like I said, they've been working with me really close. Moto Experts, as far as going up and dynoing this thing, and Precision with making me good products and changing things just at the drop of a hat. And it really put us right there. And we've got a bike now that's not only capable of running up front, we got a bike that's capable of winning on any day, and that's what I'm excited about right now.
Any day, could be tomorrow or Saturday. We're on a Friday here at the Mammoth. And speaking of the Mammoth, virgin terrain for you guys. You have never been out on this terrain. You've been on similar terrain, I'm sure, but this one, from what the trail crew has been telling me, Barry Hawk said, this is a man's course. I mean, this is a true GNCCer's race course out there.
Normally, I always try to stay away from, like you said, the virgin stuff. I mean, usually that's a code red for me, and I try to get away from it. But it could be a man's course, and when I was out there, it's pretty tight, but it looks like they did some timbering here years ago, and it's got the terrain that that I kind of grew up with at home. It's hilly, it's rough, it's not as bad as everybody says it is, but we'll see how it goes. I know the old Honduki really does well, especially when it gets nice and heavy and good low. Man, this thing will just eat like a fat chick.
I like that. It might have the opportunity to do just that this weekend. Well, obviously you've seen a little bit of the trail, so you know what to expect. And didn't you say you had like a flat or something out there?
Yeah, I actually broke my bicycle. Nothing with that. It's just something dumb. So I was, I actually picked up a bike here a couple of weeks ago, Pike Street Bikes. They supported me with a new mountain bike, and that's something I ain't had in a long time. And I was out here ripping and feeling good, and almost putting in a moto is what it felt like. And ended up running into some issues with it. But I called him. I said I'll have to you Monday. He said no problem. I'll get it fixed for you, and we'll go from there. And so
is that any indication that the trail's that rough, that it's rough enough to break a mountain bike? That's going to be tough on your quads tomorrow?
Maybe I'm just that strong. Maybe my legs are that strong.
Wow, I like the way you're talking now. See, that you are the man, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm jacked up like a jacked up pickup.
There you go, man. Mud digging, right?
Something like that, yeah.
He's a mud digger, no doubt. Well, I'll tell you what, man, hopefully we won't have any mud to have to dig through tomorrow. You'll have that loam that you're talking about. A few rocks, I'm sure, to deal with, but all new trail. Tight, virgin terrain, just like we all like it. Well, some of them like it anyway. You maybe not so much as others, but anyway, it's going to be a great trail. Welcome to Mammoth, man. Good luck to you this weekend.
Thank you very much. Let's take this thing to Golden Corral and let her eat, right?
That's it. Just unstrap it and let it graze. There you go. Let it graze. That's what Adam McGill's going to do here at the Mammoth GNCC. That is Adam McGill. I'm Rodney Tomlin. This is Quad Radio. This is Quad